Welcome to Gray Overload. I'm Anthony, and it's amazing. We have Samsung adding to their self-repair model list, which is a great thing. I'd like to see even more devices. I really want to know what else that they're all doing, but they are actually adding to it. So let's take a quick look at the device list. Here we have, the Z Fold 5, the Flip 5, the S23, the S22, 21, 20. Samsung S9, S7, you got some PCs here. Then you also have a TV. Now, one question, why is it just the S90C at 77 inches? I would really like to know why it's just that one. Um, 98, 65, they got the frame in, multiples, but not the not the S95 or S90C. I have the S95B. I'd like to see that one there. I, I have questions of why it's only these devices. Now, maybe someone will be able to come along and say, hey, it's this way, but um, a little concerning. It is only like one model out of that whole series, not everything else. There's downsides to this, but at least there are going to be some stuff, self-repaired monitors, projectors, sound bars, stuff like this. You're going to be able to have that and to be able to repair it. And I do appreciate Samsung coming out with that. Now you're going to have iFixit repair parts, and then there's also Encompass repair parts. You go here, monitor, tablet, you got TV Auto, which is just a Encompass, and here's an Encompass part. I've been to iFixit before. It's a nice little setup there, and I like to see that stuff there. So I'm a huge person that likes the right to repair, and I support that and the efforts there to be able to help consumers and also repair shops be able to have the tools they need to be able to repair items, because a lot of times the companies just think of things as just something to be thrown out, and I disagree. These should be devices that should be able to last a long time, be able to just go and have repairs done, and to be able to continue it, right? Um, I My carpet cleaner broke. I wish that it was more accessible, but you take it to a repair shop and they work with, I had a Bissell, and they work with Bissell to make sure that everything is repaired right and fixed. Granted, it's still underneath warranty, but like I even told Bissell, I like to just be able to buy the parts, right? I'd be able to repair it myself. It'd be a lot easier, and I, I like to see that for a lot of these components too. Now, self-repair, I'm guessing that they're going to be, more of a um, like screen with something or battery, everything else, and not just your low-level components, right? It's going to be more self-repair. However, at the same time, I would like to see, being able to get those programs, not like Apple has it with LNDA, but being able to go out and say, hey, I'm, going to start repairing some Samsung product. People are sending stuff. I need these things that happen to be burning up on your board, right? Be able to replace that and just get the person back to using that device and off to the races. I think that there is a market for that, and people that are willing to do it. I've watched Louis Rossmann over the years fixing Apple. I've seen iPad Rehab. They do great work, and I think it was with Jessa. Was it Jessa? Blanking on her name, but Jessa, she does a great job there, and I like to see these. A lot of times, I just don't have time to, unsolder and solder something back in and do all that. But you can send it to these shops, and they do a great job. Northridge Fix does a great job. He does. I've been binge watching him for a little bit here too, but letting these companies get with the parts they need to be able to do and complete that task to have somebody have their device still back up and running and working. So if these things are going to be, not to be able to repair, only a certain part of the device, fine, that's a good step, but that's not where we need to be. When you buy a device, that is now your device, right? And you're owning it, and having the ability to repair it and everything else, I think is a huge part of, or it will become I think a bigger part of the decision buying process, to be able to say, hey, I can, go and buy this. And when people are looking at it too, you think about that side of things. Okay, my phone is this, and it just had a cracked screen, and I got to buy a whole new one. I'm gonna lose everything. Got to reset it up. This is just, why can't I just replace the screen? Why can't I just, the battery is just degrading. Why can't I just, change out the battery? You get that too. Oh, a little chip just exploded. Why can't I just fix a chip? This sort of thing there, resistor, whatever it was, capacitor. I, why can't I just get this and replace it rather than throwing the whole device out? And I think if we get more of that mindset, one, I think it's going to actually bring more business to companies that jump on board with this. And the reason why I say that is, as you have people that are advocating for a right to repair, like Louis Rossman out there and others, iFixit, even I am, advocating for the right to repair. And you talk about, you're going to go out and say you should buy this because you do have the ability to repair it, right? When somebody's asking me about what I recommend, right, I take into whole account of what they're kind of looking for. And if you have that, that's a great, item to be like, oh, check off, and it benefits the user. Like, I have an Asus laptop here. I'm doing some cleanup work for a friend, getting it back up. He wants me to take a look at one of the keys, right? This is with the it has like a little laser that goes back and forth. So when you press the key, it intersects that, and then that's when it types. Now, it doesn't always work unless you hit it hard enough because the key is just domed a little bit. The only way to fix it is to buy a whole keyboard. That doesn't make any sense. Why can't I just buy the little plastic key that goes on top? I shouldn't have to spend 500 bucks on the full keyboard assembly, just sell the key itself. While Asus has those parts out there, it's not exactly all the parts that are needed. And so even if you were just to sell all the keys or have that out there, that is a helping thing that would help out users rather than a whole assembly, because then you have to think of, oh, do I need to find a donor or anything else? And that gets kind of annoying. But these are the things that I kind of are like, okay, how do you make it easier to repair or go through? Because if I have to fix a computer or laptop, right, I like to have parts at certain levels. And, if you're a full repair shop, like, these board repair shops, they would like to have parts. And getting that out there for those users is just going to benefit you, because it's going to be like, hey, you know what? If I buy a Samsung, it's going to be repaired and everything else. You're going to have some people that are going to take advantage of it and have the same phone forever, right? Or the same device forever. Fine, that's actually good, because guess what the next phone's going to be? The next device is going to be? It's going to be that same brand. They're going to come back to you for it, and they're going to tell everybody about how long this phone lasted because of this. And it's just free advertising. And I feel like these companies are like, oh, we got to make the most money possible, and we have to do subscriptions to making sure you have to just throw out your device, and they're missing like the word of mouth advertising you get when somebody still has that device and it's lasted all this time because I've been able to repair it, and everyone's like, you know what, maybe I should get it. And most of those people, probably 9 out of 10 people, are going to be like, I'm probably never going to repair it. Probably not going to even send it into a shop unless I really have to, or anything like this. But all those people that were like, I'm using this phone and it's doing great, all because of that one person that said, you know what, it was repairable, I still have it. And just off of his excitement of what his recommendation is, because you have 9 people now that are buying the phones because of that. And it's sort of funny that they see this, right? And we got word of mouth advertising, which is the best kind. It's kind of advertising. They're just missing the boat, and I really wish that they would take the next step here. So, off of my little tangent, but now that we're through with it, I would like just to say, put down in the comments what you think about this, and if you like the step in the right direction, what else would you like to see from companies on the repair? And you get schematics and everything else. I think that would be a great option for repair shops and people that want to do the low level board repair, right? But put those in the comments below. Thank you so much for like, share, subscribing, hitting the bell icon, and helping out this channel grow. I really appreciate it. And until next time, God bless.